We will be starting with this question. You are not supposed to write down this question. You just leave a brief space for this. I'll give it to you later on and you can copy it down. Do not write the question. I'll give the question in a PDF form on the WhatsApp group. You can just copy it down later on. Question 1. Ria Limited, an Indian company, advanced US dollar 16,000 for import of goods from Jackson Limited of USA on 1st Feb. I think we have done this, right? Is this question done?
No, sir.
No, no, no. Jackson Limited of USA on 1st Feb 2020. The goods were received along with the purchase bill on of US dollar 25,000 on 1st of March 2020. The balance was paid on 15th March 2020. Exchange rate for US dollar 1 was as follows: 1st Feb 47.50, 1st March 48, and 15th March 49. Past necessary journal entry books of Ria Limited. Can you just prepare a journal for one full page? Prepare a journal for one full page. Let's start with the solution. Can I say that in the questions where we have journal entries in regard to accounting for transactions of foreign currency, we will always go date wise. So the first date what we see in the question was, if you see that there is an advance of rupees 16,000 paid on 15th of 1st of Feb 2020, then we are receiving goods on 1st of March for 25,000. So listen to this carefully, everyone. We are receiving, we are paying first, then receiving goods. I repeat, we are paying first, then receiving goods. Okay. Now, can there be a case like this in real world where we pay in advance to for purchase of some goods? Is that possible?
Yes, sir.
It is possible, right? So whenever we have a case, see what we have learned till now, we have learned that first we have import, then we pay, and when we pay, we find out if there is any foreign exchange difference or not. If there is any foreign exchange fluctuation, then there will be a difference. That difference will arise in loss or profit for us. Okay, but here the transaction is reverse. The reverse in a way that first we pay and then we purchase. Okay, in those type of given transactions, we need not have to worry. First, we will pass entry as if we are paying 16,000 US dollar at 47.50. Then, when we purchase, we will think whether did we pay more or whether did we pay less, and then accordingly we will account for foreign exchange fluctuation, gain or loss. Okay, so we are paying 16,000 US dollars on 1st of February 2020 when the exchange rate is 47.50. So when we pay, can I say the entry will be Jackson Limited account debit to Cash Bank 16,000 into 47.50, being advance amount paid US dollar 16,000 at 47.50 to Jackson Limited. Pass this entry. After 1st of Feb, we have next transaction on 1st of March, and on 1st of March, we have purchase of 25,000 US dollar, and on 1st of March, the exchange rate is 48. Now everybody keep aside everything, just listen to me. Okay, whenever we have a transaction where we pay in advance and then we purchase, then what do is we first check, did we pay in advance in full? Okay, we paid 16,000 US dollars and we have got a bill of 25,000. Okay, so can I say that out of $25,000 purchase, $16,000 is already paid and $9,000 is to be payable in future? Point number one. Point number two, the foreign exchange fluctuation gain or loss at the time of passing the entry of purchase is to be calculated on only 16,000 US dollars, because the gain or loss, the fluctuation is only on $16,000. We haven't paid $9,000. So when we pay $9,000, at that time we will account for foreign exchange fluctuation gain or loss. As of now, the transaction related to 16,000 US dollar is getting complete. I repeat, at the moment, transaction related to 16,000 US dollar is getting complete. Hence, we will account for foreign exchange fluctuation gain or loss only on 16,000 US dollar. Hence, our entry will be import purchase account debit. We are purchasing for $25,000. So 25,000 into 48, 12 lakhs to Jack Limited. Now everyone, we had already paid $16,000 at 47.50. So we had already created a asset in the name of Jackson Limited earlier, that has to be now adjusted against import purchase. So 16,000 into 47.50 and 9,000 into 48. We are still to pay $9,000. So we create a liability right now at 48 rupees on $9,000. So 16,000 into 47.50 plus 9,000 into 48, that will give us 11 lakh 92,000. I request you to kindly mute yourself. Yes, thank you so much. And as I explained you, foreign exchange fluctuation will be accounted only for $16,000. We had paid at 47.5 and purchase is done in 48. So can I say that we paid 50% less? When we pay less, there's a profit for us. So on $16,000, we have a profit of 50 paise. So 16,000 into 0.5, that is 8,000. Did everyone get this entry? Any doubts, queries, questions in this entry? Check this entry, copy this entry. If you have any doubts, please unmute and ask me. Now next transaction what we have is 15th of March, where we are paying $9,000 and the exchange rate is 49. So we had recorded a liability of payment at 48 and we are paying actually at 49. Can I say it is a 1 rupee per US dollar loss for us that will be debited to foreign exchange fluctuation account. Jackson Limited account debit 9,000 into 48, foreign exchange fluctuation account debit 9,000 into rupee 1, to bank account 9,000 into 49. Do we have anything else left? Is there any entry left?
Yes, sir.
What do we have now?
So we have to transfer profit to the profit and loss account.
Correct. We will have to transfer net profit or net loss to profit and loss account. Now, if you go through all the transactions which you have in your journal, you get to know that first we had a profit of 8,000, then we had a loss of 9,000. So, can I say we have a net loss of 1,000? The loss has to be transferred to profit and loss account. Debit all expenses and losses, credit all incomes and gains. So can I say that profit and loss account will be debited by 1,000 and credit will be foreign exchange fluctuation account. That entry will be passed on 31st of March 2020. So profit and loss account debit to foreign exchange fluctuation account 1,000. First you have a profit of 8,000, then you have a loss of 9,000. So that is a net loss of 1,000. Profit and loss account debit to foreign exchange fluctuation accounts. Is it done? Have you all passed all the entries?
No, sir.
Let's start with the next question. I hope that solution is complete from your end. On 1st of Jan 2020, Marina Limited, an Indian importer, purchased US dollar 2,50,000 goods from Gemini Trading Company of USA. The payment for the same was made as under: US dollar 1 lakh 10th Feb 2020, US dollar 75,000 15th March 2020, US dollar 75,000 20th April 2020. The exchange rate for US dollar 1 was as follows: 1st Jan 2020 rupees 49, 10th Feb 49.5, 15th March 47.6, 31st March 45, and 20th April 46.75. Marina Limited closes its books on 31st March every year. Past necessary journal entries in the books of Marina Limited. Also prepare Gemini trading account and a foreign exchange fluctuation account in the books of Marina Limited. Copy this question down fast. Copy this question. Let me know once it is copied at your end. Is it copied? Is the question copied?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Let's start with the solution. Now in the solution, what you are supposed to do is you have to prepare one full page for journal. Then post that you will have to prepare two ledger accounts. If you see the question says also prepare Gemini trading account and foreign exchange fluctuation account in the books of Marina Limited. So your Gemini trading account is nothing but your creditor's account. You prepare a ledger account for about 8 to 10 lines for Gemini trading account and another 8 to 10 lines for foreign exchange fluctuation account. So prepare those two ledger accounts in your notebook. Prepare the format, I mean. In the given question, we have first date as 1st of Jan 2020 when there is an import purchase of 2,50,000 US dollars and the exchange rate when the purchase was made was 49 rupees. So we will pass an entry as import purchase account debit to Gemini Trading Company. Import purchase account debit to Gemini Trading Company 1 crore 22 lakh 50,000. 1 crore 22 lakh 50,000. Now, along with the journal entry, you are supposed to also post in the ledger account. You have prepared a Gemini trading account. So, in the Gemini my connection was lost. What did you all hear from me last?
Sir, to post the entry in Gemini's ledger account.
Okay, okay. Next, after that, what is the next date after 1st of Jan? If you see, after 1st of Jan, next date is 10th of Feb, when we are paying $1 lakh. That is, Marina Limited is paying $1 lakh to Gemini Trading Company of USA. On 10th of Feb, the exchange rate is 49.50 and the payment is of $1 lakh. The liability of payment to Gemini Trading Company was recorded at 49, but the actual payment is done at 49.50. The amount extra paid is 50 paise per US dollar, and this is on account of foreign exchange fluctuation. Hence, the loss arising out of this transaction has to be debited to foreign exchange fluctuation account. Entry will be Gemini trading account debit, foreign exchange fluctuation account debit to bank account. Gemini trading account will be debited by 1 lakh into 49. Foreign exchange fluctuation 1 lakh into 0.50, and bank will be 1 lakh into 49.50. Yes. So if you see 10th of Feb, Gemini Trading Company. Okay, there's some mistake over here in the transition. 10th of Feb 2020, Gemini Trading Company 1 lakh into 49, foreign exchange fluctuation 1 lakh into 0.50, to bank 1 lakh into 49.50. Pass this journal entry, then ledger posting I will tell you. First, pass this journal entry. You need to pass for 10th of March, 10th of Feb, sorry. Now, in your ledger accounts, please listen to me. In your ledger accounts, in Gemini trading account, on the debit side, you will pass entry as to bank 49 lakh rupees. The ledger posting rule is debit on debit side, credit on credit side, name of the opposite account, amount of the same account. So name of the opposite account to bank and amount 49 lakh rupees. In your foreign exchange fluctuation account, on the debit side, now listen to me carefully everyone. You can write directly as to Gemini Trading Company in one, or you can write as to bank in bracket Gemini Trading Company. I prefer the second part, wherein you write to bank and in bracket Gemini Trading Company, to bank in bracket Gemini Trading Company, and amount will be 50,000. Now after that, next on 15th of March, again there is some payment done. Payment of 75,000 US dollar, and the exchange rate is 47.60. At the time of purchase, we had recorded a liability payment at 49, but when we are paying actual liability, we are paying at 47.60. So can I say that we are paying less? How much we are paying less? We had expected to pay at 49, we are paying at 47.60. It's 49 minus 47.60. That should give you 1 rupee 40 paise. That is 1 rupee 40 paise per dollar less on 75,000 US dollars. So you will have a foreign exchange fluctuation gain. The entry is there in front of you. Gemini trading account debit US dollar 75,000 into 49 to bank US dollar 75,000 into 47.60. You're crediting bank account by 47.60 because that is the actual amount going, and the balance, that is your profit, will go to foreign exchange fluctuation account 75,000 into 1.4, that is 1,05,000, being amount paid US dollar 75,000 at rupees 47.60 and foreign exchange gain adjusted. Pass this entry. Pass this entry. I'll tell you about ledger accounts. In your ledger account, a Gemini Trading Company account, on the debit side, write down to bank 35 lakh 70,000, and to foreign exchange fluctuation account 1 lakh 5,000. In your Gemini Trading account, debit side, to bank 35 lakh 70,000, to foreign exchange fluctuation account 1 lakh 5,000. And in your foreign exchange fluctuation account, credit side, by Gemini Trading Company, 1 lakh 5,000. After 15th of March, to check, you have 31st of March. Now 31st March is the date on which the books are closed down. So can I say that that is the balance sheet date? Now on balance sheet date, we do two things. One, we revalue our monetary item, and number two, we transfer net profit or net loss to profit and loss account. Now first check, do we have any monetary item? From the question given, we get to know that out of 2,50,000, we have paid 1,75,000 US dollar till now. And on 31st of March, 75,000 US dollar still payment is pending. Hence, can I say that when the payment is pending, that means it's a monetary item, and we will have to revalue it on closing date at closing rate. The closing rate from the question we get to know is 45 rupees. We had valued our monetary item at rupees 49. That is the first entry. The first entry we had done, that was on 1st of Jan 2020, when we had valued our creditors at 49. Now on 31st of March, we get to know the rate is 45. So we will have to value at 45. Can I say that there is a difference of 4 rupees? And the value has gone down from 49 to 45. So our liability has been reduced from 49 rupees to 45 rupees. So there is a profit of 4 rupees on each US dollar for the amount pending. So on 75,000 US dollar, which is still amount pending, we will have to reduce our liability by 4 rupees per US dollar. Hence our entry will be Gemini Trading Company account debit to foreign exchange fluctuation account 75,000 into 4 rupees, that is 3 lakh. Did everyone get this explanation of 31st of March, how to revalue our monetary item? First, we have to identify, is there any monetary item? So we identified that out of 2,50,000 US dollars to be paid, we have paid only 1,75,000. That means 75,000 US dollar are still payable, and the amount is determinable. Hence, it's a monetary item, and all the monetary items on the balance sheet date are valued at closing rate. The closing rate is 49. We had valued our monetary item at 49, that is on 1st of March 2020, and now it is 31st of March 2020 when the value is 45. So there is a difference of 4 rupees per US dollar. The liability is reduced from 49 to 45. Hence, our creditors have to be reduced from 49 to 75 in respect to amount still payable. So 75,000 into 4, that is 3 lakh rupees, will be the liability reduced on account of foreign exchange fluctuation on the balance sheet date. Hence, we need to pass an entry Gemini Trading account debit to foreign exchange fluctuation account 75,000 into 4 rupees, that is 3 lakh rupees. Did everyone get this entry? ये एंट्री समझा सबको?
Yes, sir.
Please pass this entry. In your ledger accounts, Gemini trading account debit side to foreign exchange fluctuation 3 lakhs, and in foreign exchange fluctuation credit side by Gemini trading company 3 lakhs. Now it is 31st of March 2020. That is the balance sheet date. So we will have to close down all the accounts. Close down Gemini trading account. I repeat, close down Gemini trading account and carry forward the balance to the next year. Close down Gemini trading account and carry forward the balance to next year. So find out the balancing figure and write down as balance carried down. In the next line, leave a line and then write balance brought down. In case of foreign exchange fluctuation account, close down the account, find out the balance, and that will be your net profit or loss. I repeat, close down the foreign exchange fluctuation account, find out the balance, that will be your net profit or net loss, that will be transferred to profit and loss account. If you see, you have a loss of 50,000 first, then a gain of 1,05,000, then a gain of 3 lakhs. That is a total gain of 4,05,000 and a loss of 50,000. So you should have a net gain of 3,55,000. So if you see on 31st of March 2020, foreign exchange fluctuation account debit to profit and loss account 3,55,000. Your ledger account should look like this. The first part, you should have a balance of 33,75,000 in your Gemini trading account, which was carried forward to the next year. And foreign exchange fluctuation account, you should have a 3,55,000 amount on the debit side, which will be transferred to profit and loss account, for which had passed this entry, the first entry on your screen, 31st of March 2020. Foreign exchange fluctuation account debit to profit and loss account 3,55,000. Now everybody please listen. After a balance sheet date That means after we have revalued our monetary item, we will have to forget the rate at which we had passed the entry for the first time. That is on 1st of Jan 2020, we had created a liability at 49, and then we revalued that item on 31st of March at 45. After evaluation, we will always forget the first rate and we will remember the revalued rate. That means now on, whenever we compare the rate for finding out foreign exchange fluctuation gain or loss, we will not take into consideration 49, but we will take into consideration 45, the new rate. On 20th of April, we get to know that 75,000 US dollar is paid, and it is paid at 46.75 per US dollar. Our new rate is 45. That means our liability is to be paid at 45, but we are paying at 46.75. That means we are paying 1.75 per US dollar less. Sorry, we are paying per US dollar more, 46.75 extra. When we pay extra, that's a loss for us, and this extra is because of foreign exchange fluctuation. So the loss has to go in foreign exchange fluctuation account. The entry should be Gemini trading account debit 75,000 into 45, foreign exchange fluctuation account debit 75,000 into 1.75, to bank account 75,000 into 46.75. You have the entry of 20th of April on your screen. Please check the calculations. I may have gone wrong. Please check. When it comes to your ledger account, in your ledger account, Gemini trading account, on the debit side, write down to bank 33 lakh 75,000, to bank 33 lakh 75,000, and in your foreign exchange fluctuation account debit side, write down to bank 1 lakh 31,250. Also, against to bank in bracket, you can write down Gemini Trading Company. We were supposed to pay $250,000. We have paid $250,000. There is no more payment to be done. But yes, we will have one more entry to be passed on 31st of March 21. That means after 20th of April 2020, next balance sheet date 31st March 2021, when we transfer our net profit or net loss to profit and loss account. We have only one transaction in that financial year, that is a loss of 1,31,250 that has to be transferred to profit and loss account. Hence, the entry will be PNL account debit to foreign exchange fluctuation account 1,31,250. Along with that, you also pass the entry in the ledger account, close down the accounts. You will not have any balance in any of the accounts. These are the ledger accounts. Check. Any doubts, queries, questions? Have any doubts or queries or questions? I did not hear from you. Okay. Can you all see this question? The question related to Jani Limited imported goods on 25th of Jan 19. Are you all able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You all are expected to solve this question right away. You all have 20 minutes. You all are expected to solve this question right away. Jani Limited imported goods on 25th of Jan 2019 from Tom Limited of USA for US dollar 2 lakhs. The payment for the same was made as under. So you have four different transactions for 50,000 US dollars. You have exchange rates given to you, and you have to pass journal entries. So please pass journal entries. If at all you have any doubts, unmute yourself and ask me for the transactions. You need to do it on your own. I hope you all are understanding what I am teaching you. I'm not getting any type of response, so I am clueless about it. If you don't speak, I'll not get to know anything. Make sure that if you have doubts, unmute and ask me. Any doubt, queries, questions? Is it done? Any doubts, any questions, any queries? I'm waiting for your responses.
No, sir.
Is it done?
No, sir.
Last 5 minutes.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, answer is 50,000 profit, net profit. It is right?
I'll not give you any answer of now. If you see in the assignment tab what you have received, everyone, this is for everyone. If you see in your MS Teams, you will have some assignment tab, right? Do you see assignment tab? In that
Yes, sir.
assignment tab, there is a quiz wherein you will have to give few answers over there. So give those answers, you will automatically come to know what are the correct answers for your question. Did you get that assignment? And that assignment is available for you all to submit it only till 12 o'clock today, because you have solved that whole question here right now in the class. You just have to select the correct answers. You just have 20-25 minutes, select those answers you have already solved. So you have to just select those answers and submit it. Few of you all have already submitted it. That's good. If you have any doubts, queries, questions, do let me know. I'll be sending a PDF file in the WhatsApp group. There will be few questions for you to solve as homework. So please solve those questions. Out of that, the first question you have solved already right now, so you need not solve it again. There will be 3 questions for homework. Any doubt, queries, questions, do let me know right away. I have taken up attendance. Those who wish to leave can leave. Please make sure that you submit your quiz assignment on MS Teams by 12 o'clock this afternoon. Thank you so much, everyone. I have taken up attendance. Those who wish to leave can leave. Those who have doubts, queries, questions can unmute and ask me. There will be 3 questions for homework.
So when do we have to submit that?
What submission? Quiz is today afternoon 12 o'clock, and the homework questions will be next lecture.
Okay, thank you, sir.